All right, we've been talking about quadratic equations. What's the difference between a linear equation and a quadratic equation? What's standard form of a quadratic? Quadratic equations have degree 2. That means the highest exponent is 2. To solve a quadratic by factoring, these are the steps. Step 1, move all terms to one side and set the equation equal to 0. Then factor. Then set each factor equal to 0 and solve for each x value. You don't have to write your answers in a solution set like that. I don't want you to do that right now because you may get it confused with an ordered pair, and I don't want that to happen. X value, the solutions are always x values. What's the difference between that and an ordered pair? An ordered pair has what? An ordered pair has an x and a y value. That's not what we're doing right now. We have to find ordered pairs and plot them on the coordinate plane to graph our parabola. But when we solve, we can get 1, 2, or none x values. What are some other names for the solutions to a quadratic? Solutions can also be called x-intercepts, zeros, or roots. Let's look at number 1. X squared plus 9x equals 0. What is the first step when we are factoring? What's the first step? Find the GCF. What is the GCF? X, yes. So we're dividing both terms by x. X squared divided by x is x. 9x divided by x is 9. If you multiply it back out, then you should get what you started with. X times x is x squared. X times 9 is 9x. Then set each factor equal to 0 and solve for each x value. So both parts have to be set equal to 0 and solve for x. Once you set that x equal to 0, that's what it means. That is one of your solutions. X equals 0. To solve this for x, I subtract 9 from both sides, and x equals negative 9. So I have two solutions, 0 and negative 9. Number 2, what's the first step? Find the GCF. What is the GCF? The GCF is greatest common factor. So the greatest number I can factor out of both of these.
4.
Yes, 4. What? Not just the number, but also the variable.
4x.
Yes, 4x. I'm dividing both terms by 4x. What is 4x squared divided by 4x? X. Negative 8x divided by 4x is negative 2. Set both factors equal to 0 and solve for x. I have to divide by 4 here, so x equals 0. And I have to add 2 here, so x equals 2. Those are my two solutions. X equals 0, x equals 2. Number 3. Both of these terms are perfect squares. So this is what we learned yesterday, the last set of problems we learned how to do. It was a special case I told you about. Does anybody remember? These are both perfect squares. So this is a difference of squares. It's called a difference of squares. All I have to do is take the square root of both terms. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 4 is 2. And what do I put in? What are my signs? Plus and minus. Both are set equal to 0 and solve for x. So what is x equal to?
X equals 2 and x equals -2.
Yes, very good. You can just write plus or minus 2. Again, number 4, these are both perfect squares. So all I have to do is take the square root of both terms. What's the square root of 9x squared? 3x. What's the square root of 25? And what are my signs? Set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Number 5, do I have a greatest common factor? Do I have a GCF? No, so I can just factor it. First two terms multiply to give me x squared. Last two terms multiply to give me 21 and add to give me -10. What are the factors of 21? Which two can I add or subtract to get -10? Yes, -3, -7. And your solutions are
X equals 3 and x equals 7.
yes, the opposite of what's inside your parentheses. You can set it equal to 0 and solve for x. It's the same thing, but it's always going to be the opposite of your factors. Your solutions are the opposite of your factors. Number 6, do I have a GCF? Yes, what is it? 2. Divide everything by 2. What do I have left? Continue to factor. What can I multiply to get 12 and add to get -1? The two factors have to multiply to give me -12 and add to give me -1. 3 and 4. Which one is positive? Which one is negative? -4, +3. Because when I add them, -4 plus 3 is -1. If I made that one positive, it'd be +4 minus 3. That'd be +1. That doesn't work. You have to multiply them and get the last term, add them and get the middle term. -4 times +3 is -12. So those work. What are my solutions? +4, -3. Yes. High five. Hey, your high five. Because it doesn't change the value of it. Number 7, 3x squared minus 13x minus 30. Do I have a GCF? No GCF, so, but I still have a number in front of x squared. So what do I have to do? Bottoms up. Multiply a times c. Find the factors of 90. Which two can I add or subtract to get -13? 5 and 18. Which one's positive? Which one's negative? Now I have to take the A value and divide it into both factors. Then simplify. What's 18 divided by 3? I cannot simplify 5/3. So at this point, you can either bring bottoms up or you can go ahead and solve. If it's asking for the factorization, it would be x minus 6 times 3x plus 5. If I want to solve, I know it's the opposite of my factors. So my solutions are x plus 6, x equals negative 5/3. Number 8, do I have a GCF?
No.
No. But I still have a number in front of x squared. So what do I have to do? Bottoms up. Multiply a times c. Find the factors of 24. Which two factors can I add or subtract to get positive 5? Eight and 3. So how do I factor that? Which one's positive, which one's negative? Plus 8 minus 3. Then I have to take a and divide into both factors and simplify. What are my solutions? The opposite of your factors, negative 4/3 and positive 1/2. Let me go ahead and say this is my disclaimer right here so I don't get in trouble with copyrights. These problems were made up by Gina Wilson. And so I use this as a guide for notes. So I just want to clear that up, make sure nobody thinks I made these problems up. It is copyrighted by Gina Wilson. All things algebra. Huh?
You copyrighted it?
All right, next, on the next page, flip over number 9. We have to make sure that, like it said over here, step 1, move all terms to one side and set it equal to 0. So we're going to move this 5x over to the left. Is there a GCF? Yes, just x. So divide everything by x. And what we have left is 2x minus 5. Set both equal to 0 and solve for x. So my solutions are 0 and what else? 5/2. Number 10, I've got to move the x squared over to the left by subtracting it. 7x squared minus 1x squared is 6x squared. Do I have a GCF? 2, what? Yes, 2x. 6x squared divided by 2x is 3x. 8x divided by 2x is 4. Set both equal to 0 and solve for x. If I divide by 2, then that's going to give me x equals 0. If I subtract 4 and divide by 3, that's going to give me x equals negative 4/3. So on these last problems, you're going to have to move everything to the left, set it equal to 0, and solve for x. And that is your assignment today, 11 through 18. This is assignment number 6. You're going to do 11 through 18.